Alright, so now we are ready to extract the line work. The way that we're going to do this is we're going to go to Channels, and I'm going to hold the Command key on a Mac, Control on a PC, and I'm going to click where it says RGB. So again, hold the Command, Control on a PC, and then click on the thumbnail, and notice that we have made a selection. Now, if I pull back, this selection is actually the white area, not the black lines. So we need to select the inverse. I'm going to go to Select, Inverse, and now notice that the line work has been selected. Next, I'm going to go to my layers, and I'm going to go to Layer, New via Copy. If I turn off the visibility of the background, notice that we have the line work by itself. I'm going to lock the transparency for the last video, where I will show you how to ink the lines. Now that we have our line work on its own layer, I'm going to go to my background layer, and I'm going to fill the entire layer with a neutral gray. Now, in order to unlock this layer, all you got to do is double click on the gray area, and it's going to ask you what you want to do and what you want to call it. So I'm going to leave this to background. I can colorize my layer right here, but I'm going to leave everything the way it is. I'm going to hit OK. And now we can go to Edit, Fill. Instead of using my foreground color, I'm going to select 50% gray. Now, leave the opacity to 100 and the layer mode to normal. Just because this says 50% gray does not mean that it's going to fill with a gray 50% opacity. It just stipulates that this is a neutral gray, what we call a 50% gray. I'm going to hit OK, and I'm going to turn on the visibility of our line. I'm going to double click on the name, layer 1, and I'm going to call this line, and there you have it. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to separate the different elements of our character so we can use those as selectors. So when we paint, we have the ability to select specific areas and isolate our colors.